Think of this maxim and put off all sorrow. The wretch of today be happy tomorrow. Each calls forth the charms and provokes his desires. Though willing to war with but one he retires. But think of this maxim and put off all sorrow. The wretch of today be happy tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for that wonderful, wonderful reception. There are a million people I ought to thank. There are a million people I'd like to thank. And there are a million people I'm afraid I'm not going to thank, at least by name. I will be sitting here tomorrow morning. I will, if I may, restrict myself to saying this. Thank you, wonderful cast. Thank you, wonderful, wonderful stage management. Thank you, wonderful musicians. Thank you, marvelous audience. But thank you most of all to one individual without whom none of this could have happened. He joined Palos but a few months ago. An emergency occurred and the man rose to the occasion. He's been, well, what more can I say? Your reception has said it all. Ladies and gentlemen, a very special McKeith, Mr. Guy Jones.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Here are your... I'll leave them here.
Thank you.
Right. I must. Goodbye.
Yes. Bye.
Do you want somebody?
It's Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
No.
No?
No, Mr. Jones here.
Yeah, no.
This is your Operatic Society.
Yes.
We haven't any Mr. Jones.
No, you won't have.
No?
Well, you might have. I'm Mr. Jones.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. So again, shall we?
Yes.
I've just come in, right?
Right.
Okay, so who'd you want?
It was Mr. Llewellyn. Mr. D-App Llewellyn.
Is he expecting you?
Yes, I think so. He's
Wait there
around
then.
about this time.
Mr. Jones, yes?
Yes.
My dear chap, I'm so sorry. I'm deeply sorry. I knew you were coming. I wrote down you were coming. Must have slipped my mind. How do you do? David Llewellyn. Good you to come along? Well, our first stage of rehearsal just started. Broken for tea for 10 minutes.
Oh, well.
Mr. Ames! I'll just fetch in Mr. Ames. Need to play something for you. Brought something along to sing, have you?
Well, I sort of...
Mr. Ames! Otherwise, we've got plenty of bits and pieces lying around, you know. Of course, Mr. Ames, well, he's encyclopedic. Played practically every musical comedy you can name. Choose a key, choose a tune, choose a tempo, and he's away. Where the bloody hell is he? Excuse me. Mr. Ames! Ah, there you are. Mr. Ames, this is Mr. God. I'm afraid I don't even know your name. Mr.
Jones.
Mr. Jones! Not Welsh, are you?
Oh, no, afraid not. From Leeds.
Leeds?
Originally.
Originally from Leeds. Right. This is our Mr. Ames. Mr. Ames, Mr. Jones is going to sing for us. Give us an idea of his range and intonation, which is a polite way of saying, can he sing in tune? If not, welcome to the club. What are you? Tenor, are you?
But I think I'm sort of a light baritone. But I think...
Oh yes, light baritone, eh? Well, we've got plenty of those lurking in the back row, haven't we, Mr. Ames? They're what we call our down the octave brigade. Well, come on, let's have a listen. Brought something on to sing. Shall we ask Mr. Ames to rifle through his golden treasure chest of memories?
No, I brought... Oh, just a second.
It's a merry widow. Fancy that.
No, please. No.
West Side Story. I like to live and I've made everything count. Oklahoma. The King and I.
Here we are. Here. Yeah, I found it. I got it. Here.
Is that it?
Sorry.
Well, you shouldn't have splashed out like that, you know. Not just for an audition.
Here we are, Mr. Ames. What have we got here?
My word. You still claim you're not Welsh? What does that say there, Mr. Ames? What does that say there to you? All through the night, our heat huddles.
Yes, a coincidence.
Well, I don't know. Shall we allow a man from Leeds to sing this, Mr. Ames? What do you think?
It's just the only song I knew.
Well, seeing your name is Jones, perhaps special dispensation, eh?
Thank you very much.
Just this once.
It was just the only song I knew on in the piano stool. My mother used to sing it years ago.
Ah, your mother's Welsh then.
Oh, no.
But she sings.
No,
Bring her down next time.
No, she's dead.
Ah. Well, too late then. Too late. Sad. Can you play that, Mr. Ames? What do you think?
Yes.
Are we starting again, David?
In just one moment, Enid, we're going to hear this gentleman sing. We'll give you a call.
Oh, right. Excuse us, won't you?
We'll give you a call.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Jones, the $1 million question. Will you be singing this in Welsh or in English?
Well, I'm sorry. In English, that's all right.
Oh, sort of like pomp and circumstance in Japanese. If you must. Whenever you're ready, boy, take it away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It just every time I hear. It's all yours, boy. Take it away. Take it away.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee.
Sorry to interrupt you just as you were getting underway, Mr. Jones. That's lovely. Very, very pleasant. A little tip. Try placing your weight equally on both your feet. Legs slightly apart. A bit more. There! Now can you feel yourself balanced, can you?
Yes.
Shoulders back. Shoulders right back. Now, if you would, breathe like this. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And again. Can you feel it running along your passages?
Yes.
Blowing the cobwebs from your passages. Now you look like a real singer, Mr. Jones. From the top, Mr. Ames. Take it from the top. Let it flow out to you. Let it flow. It's a song that practically sings itself, you see. All the grand I said.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend.
Don't hunch. And sing me if you're hunched, Mr. Jones. That's good. That's good. A new member of our society, Mr. Jones, who has his pass with flying colors. Now, these are a lot of different people who are gonna have to introduce themselves. I can't be doing with that.
Hello, welcome. Is he playing Matt the Mint?
Well, maybe.
We need a Matt the Mint. He'd be wonderful, lovely voice.
Thank you.
Isn't it a lovely voice? Most unusual.
Lovely, yes.
Mr. Jones, is it?
That guy.
Guy, oh, I like that name. That's a nice name, Guy. Don't you? Very masculine.
Manly,
Manly, manly, manly.
Are we going on or going home? I'm for going home.
I don't care what we do. 10:05, I'm in the pub, I tell you.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please, just a second? Everybody.
Shut up! I do wish you wouldn't shout like that.
I must apologize, ladies.
Just ask people to be quiet.
I must apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for making much slower progress than anticipated. So sorry for calling you all in and keeping you hanging around. Mind you, tonight has not been wasted. We've done some good, solid groundwork, and that's surely going to pay off later. So, what I'd like to do before we call tonight is a quick recap from the top. Okay? All right, Ted, from the top.
Yes, dear, a quick recap from the top.
If you'd be so kind. Okay, Mr. Ames.
Oh, good, we can watch.
We're going from the top, apparently.
Right.
Yes, a quick recap from the top.
What's the time then?
We've got half an hour yet.
Do you want to go now? Not on your life. We've been sitting back there in the cold for 2.5 hours. Let's see what they've been up to, for heaven's sake.
So, the house lights dim. Blackout. Mr. Ames in position. Ted in position. Then we see the soft glow of lamplight ever so gently. And cue.
If poverty be a title to poetry, I am sure nobody can dispute mine. I own myself of the company of beggars and make one at their weekly festivals at St. John's. I have a small yearly salary for my catches, and am welcome there to dinner whenever I please, which is more than what most poets can say.
As we believe by the muses, 'tis but gratitude in us to encourage poetical merit wherever we find it. Be the author who he will, we push his play as far as it will go. So, though you are in want, we wish you success, heartily. But I see 'tis time for us to withdraw. The actors are preparing to begin. Play away the overture.
Splendid, well done!
Is that it?
Yes, so far.
That's all you've done?
Yes.
My God, we're not on till page 30. When do you want us? Next June?
All right, now, don't you start.
Was that okay?
Marvelous, Ted, marvelous!
Riveting! Can't wait to find out who's done it. Right, let's have that drink then.
Just looking at that scene, I think you'll find it might benefit from a wee bit of gesture.
Yes, Jarvis, I'm sure it would.
Well, it's just in those days, they used their hands a lot. Great deal of gesture.
Jarvis, be patient. I'll be stuffing it full of gestures at a later stage. You won't see the stage for our movements.
You don't mind me coming up with your idea now and again, do you?
No, not at all, Jarvis. Feel free any time. You really must do a production yourself sometime. That way I'll come and bugger yours up also, you interfering old fascist. Ah, Mr. Jones. Still here, are you? Fancy a quick pint? We usually go across the road to the Fleece. He's a cantankerous old bastard. The chap who runs it. But it's the best pint around for 30 miles.
All right, fine, lead on.
Bridget, you'll switch off, won't you?
Yes.
Bridget's our stage manager, also playing Jenny Diver. We couldn't function at all without Bridget. She's the one who keeps us all sane, Mr. Jones.
Good for you. I'm just going over the road to brave this cantankerous old publican. See you over there?
You sure will. Bridget's his daughter.
Oh.
We picking it up tomorrow from where we stopped?
Yes, and we'll carry straight on, my love.
Right. From the bottom of page 1 then.
Now don't you start. There's a dear. There's a dear. Right. Fit are you then, Mr. Jones? Away we go. It tends to get a bit crowded, but it's worth it for the beer.
Fine, Dad.
Oh, bless you, Ian, though I think it's my shout.
It's all right. I'm getting them.
Pint for you, Mr. Jones.
Would it be all right to have a gin and tonic?
Gin and tonic. That's what the drinking in Leeds, is it? Right. Ian, would you get this fellow a gin and tonic?
Gin and tonic. Is he coming in here a lot, is he?
You mustn't mind him. He's got a great sense of humor. Ian and his brother, they're in partnership together. His brother does the work, Ian spends the money.
We've all voted you to play Mouth the Mint. We think you're lovely.
Thank you.
Mrs. Huntley Pike, another singer we put well to the back. In her case, preferably in the car park.
Like me, you mean?
God, no, you haven't heard her. If she's singing at dairy, she'd make cheese, I tell you. Married, of course, to old Councillor Huntley Pike, one of the whiz kids of our council, which explains why the town is in the state it is.
There you go.
Oh, bless you, Ian. Thank you.
Gin and tonic.
Thank you very much.
But we don't want ice. He hasn't got any.
Oh, he's got ice, the miserable old sod. Just hides it. Can't charge for it, doesn't put it out. That's his maxim. His beer mats are screwed to the bar. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to the production.
Yes, why not? Here's to it. The Beggar's Opera. To the Beggar's Opera.
Beggar's Opera!
Yay! Beggars opera.
The beggars opera.
Beggars opera.
When does it, when do we start open?
Oh, not till May. We still got 3 months to go. Still with dear old Ted. I think we're gonna need it. Though, we've gotten used to him now, haven't we? And we hit him one time in, what was it? The Sound of Music, was it?
David? David?
David, I think she wants you.
Hello, yes, my love.
Phone. Phone!
Ah, telephone. Excuse me a second, won't you? Hang on to that, would you?
Certainly.
I trust you.
It's Hannah for you.
What the hell does she want?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get along well with David, do you?
Oh, yes, I think so.
I hope so, because you're drinking his beer.
Oh God, yes. But you know, there's something I'm always, well, not always, but occasionally it's
Darling,
something.
have you got a light? They're all dreary non-smokers over there. Hello, I'm Faye. I'm this thing's wife. How do you do?
Hello?
You don't know what a pleasure it is to see a new man in society. It's mostly filled with us boring women. Dreadful.
Dreadful for some, perhaps.
Yes, depends on your point of view.
Jesus.
Where are you off to?
Going to bring the car round. Why?
Heavens, and not yet closing time. What's come over him? Hello.
Well, I suppose I must be making a move.
You got a car? Only otherwise we could drop you.
Oh, no, I'm mobile.
I see.
Oh no, quick! Hi, take cover!
I say, you. Yes, you. You're a Scotchman, aren't you?
No, I'm
They're the only people who do that, you know. Scotties! That's the way you tell them.
Tell what?
Look. Glass in each hand. Whiskey beer. That's the way they do it. Scotty, right?
No.
Always tell him.
I didn't understand that at all.
Don't worry, he's completely mad.
Oh,
Quite harmless though.
glad to hear it.
No, it's her. You've got to watch. Hello. I guess this means we're going. Good night then.
Night.
Do excuse us. Some nights he can hardly contain himself.
Hey, Jimmy!
Me?
You want another wee dram in there?
No, thanks. This is gin.
And a wee one for our friend from over the border.
Oh, God.
Fill every glass, for wine inspires us and fires us with courage, love, and joy. Fill every glass, for wine inspires us with courage, love, and joy. Within that wine should life implore. Is there aught else on Is there aught else? Fill every glass, for wine inspires us and fires us with courage, love, and joy.
Good old Ted. Get him me a piano and he's away. Marvelous music is in it. All traditional tunes, you know. All the tunes get used were traditional.
Really?
Still as fresh as they ever were.
My dad says he's not licensed for music and dancing, and would you please stop that bloody row? Only he didn't say please like I did.
Why's he got a piano for then?
That's reserved for private functions.
This is a private function.
Yes, bugger off.
Hey, watch your language, you. Not the gutter now, you know.
Hey, Claire Highland playing for the Scotty over there.
Sorry, those are the rules of the house. Thank you very much. And last orders, please.
You want to get rid of that piano if people can't use it?
Last orders, please.
It's a filthy place anyhow.
You know where to go if you don't like it, don't you? Sitting there drinking half a pint of shandy for 3 hours. We can do without you for kick-off.
What's it got to do with you what I drink? What on earth business is it of yours, may I ask?
What on earth business is it of yours, may I
Right,
ask?
girls, that's enough. Call a truce.
Snotty little barmaid.
No, Linda.
Hey,
Now,
Hey.
Linda, come on.
you watch yourself.
We're off home. Now.
Now, Linda.
Hey! You! Did you play that?
Oh,
You touch that piano again, you're out that door, alright?
Oh, yes, miss. Wasn't me, miss.
Oh, she is a naughty girl.
Now, Linda,
I'm not up there with you.
Bridget, easy, Bridget, girl. God, she doesn't want to get her out. She's at carousel single-handed.
Come on, out, I said.
Really? You try and make me.
Out!
Please, Jill.
Stop!
Somebody
no, Linda,
I think we all had a bit of fun and high spirits, people.
We're pushing around this.
Anyone who gets in my way, want to make something of it?
Haven't you ever heard that the customer's always right? Haven't you ever heard that then?
Not in this pub, they aren't. A sod off.
Hey, language.
Well, go on. Get out.
All right.
Good night. Good night. And it is now time, please. So you can have your glasses. Thank you.
Hey, Scotty, remind you of Glasgow, eh? Home from home.
I know it's hell, but every time you're in here, you got to say the beer is good. At my glass, is it?
Yes.
Oh well.
Sorry.
Bang goes another reason for living, eh? I hope she hasn't offended that lad. We need him for the show.
What's he playing?
Keith. Well, maybe he wasn't the most ideal role for lead anyway, but we had no real choice, not with Tommy Binge's cartilage problem. Good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
See you then.
See you the new, eh? See you the new.
I'm sure he's.
Aye.
Where did he say he'd see you?
The new.
Well, it's just round the back over there. I'm sorry, Guy. You'll have to put up with my coarse Welsh rugby player's humour.
Are you a rugby player?
Oh, God, no. Can't stand the sport. Had to play it for 7 years. My dad was a fanatic, one of those. All his language was in terms of rugby. Getting women to loose malls and all that bollocks. Good night.
We're going off in search of Linda, Darby.
She's only a child, you see,
She's
darling.
always been mature, you
Physically,
know.
you know.
Physically, but emotionally.
Her emotions are still very far from
For her age.
mature, you see.
Immature, yes.
And we're not happy with this lad at
No,
all,
we're
darling.
not.
I mean, we're not
Snobbish at all.
class conscious, but he's not right.
He's very
He's a very wild lad.
Very
And
wild.
we've got a feeling we
Yes,
know
we
where
do.
to finish up.
We know.
Don't we, Enid?
Yes, I'm afraid we do. Only too.
Too well. I mean, he'll finish up.
Too well.
Well, if you find you do have a problem, you can give me a ring at home.
Oh, thank you, Darby.
Thank you very much, Darby.
I'll be home in about 10 minutes, so night.
Good night.
Good night. I hope you sleep well. All through the night.
Oh, yes, an effortlessly witty woman is Enid, you'll soon discover. Listen, I think we should settle this matter of casting now, don't you?
Oh, yes, I think that'd be nice, you know, give me something to be getting on with,
Not
if I
yet.
know what I'm playing.
Are you two leaving? Or do I have to throw you out?
No, Bridget, we're going. Have you got your car here by any chance?
Oh, yeah, just around the corner.
Well, listen, I only live a couple blocks away. I could give you a script and a cup of cocoa. That suit you?
Fine, lead on.
Yes, just as I thought. She'll be in bed. Not much of a night owl, my wife is. Though the kids do get her up pretty early.
How many do you have?
Oh, two, twin girls.
Is that theirs?
Yes, that's what they call their other daddy. Let me take your coat. Whenever I'm away, they take him out and pretend it's me. Though I think it's been left here as a hint by somebody tonight. I'll put the kettle on. Won't be a second.
David, if you want anything to...
Hello? I'm
Oh, God. Excuse me. David!
Hello, darling! Dr. Matilda, sorry.
You told me you weren't bringing anyone home tonight.
Yes, I know.
I mean, I phoned, especially David. I phoned and said, would you be bringing anyone home?
It was a spur-of-the-moment decision.
No.
Which is why I got ready for bed.
You can go to bed. You can go to bed.
But if there's someone here, I can't.
It's all right. This chap doesn't matter.
Who is he?
He's no one. He's a small blood player, that's all.
I'll get dressed.
Don't bother. He's not worth getting dressed for. God damn it. Here we are. Sorry to keep you. Things are just heating up out there. By the way, I never asked you, tea, coffee, or cocoa?
Tea. Excellent, sir.
I heard you ran into the wife.
Well, she,
Oh, rather, she ran into you.
That's more like it, yes.
Yes, well, you know, women.
Yes.
Never like being taken by surprise, do they? Unless when they know it is in advance. Honey, I'd like to surprise you for your birthday. What would you like? Now then, this casting business. I have an instinctive feeling, you know, an instinctive feeling in my bones, and I'm not wrong sometimes, but not often, that you'd make a pretty good crook finger jack. Fancy that, do you? Having a crack at crook finger jack?
Yes, he sounds pretty interesting,
Well,
yes.
I'll be honest, it's not a vast. Do you know the Beggar's Opera at all?
No.
Well, like I said, he's not a vast part, but he features quite strongly, really. I mean, for the size of part he's got what in terms of speeches? Well, he's probably just got that one line in Act 2, but I mean, he's the kind of character the audience tend to remember quite graphically by the end of an evening.
Perhaps that's because of his finger.
What? No. You see, the play's full of these marvelous characters. These are the highwaymen. Crookfinger Jack, Jemmy Twitcher, Nimming Ned, Ben Budge, Matt of the Mint. Yes, there was a possibility of that role, but my feeling as director, that might be a little too adventurous for you first time around.
No, please, I'll be guided by you.
Ah, well, good. I'm giving that particular part to Dr. Packer, who, has to be fair, has a good deal of experience more than you. Still, it'll only be the first of many for you and us, hopefully.
I hope so too.
You want to take this one?
Oh, thank you very much.
You'll find he comes on in around page 35, and he goes off on page 35, but I'm seriously thinking about bringing him back on in Act 3, but that's to be confirmed at a later stage.
That's splendid, this is splendid. Thank you very much.
Quite a departure this for Palos, you know.
The Palace?
Pendant Amateur Light Operatic Society.
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
Makes a change from the student prince, and not that it was. But it's good to have a change every now and again. I had a lot of committee over this one, a little opposition. Little old diehards and original walk-ons and Chu Chin Chow You know the sort. But my feeling is as directed that this play, first produced, when was it? 1728. It's still as vital and as relevant as it was then. I mean, Suki Tawdry, Dolly Troll, Mrs. Vixen. These are the whores and pimps. Almost see the names and the faces, can't you? Polly Beecham. That tells you all you need to know about her, doesn't it? What an age we live in, Guy. What an age we live in. Well, compared to our own.
Yes, well, of course, they didn't have any...
I mean, look at us today. Sex shops, I ask you. Can you imagine Captain McKeith furtively purchasing marital aids? What's happening to us, Guy? What's happening to us, eh? Sorry, I tend to get a little over-enthusiastic, so I'm told.
No, not at all. Did you ever want to use the profession as the theatre as a profession?
Oh, I was in the profession for some years.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, I've done my bit.
Oh, as a producer?
No, acting. I was acting in those days, and a bit of stage management, you know.
Whereabouts?
Oh, all over. A lot in Minehead here.
Oh, yes.
Still, that's under the bridge. Respectable solicitor these days. Well, reasonably. What line are you in?
Oh, I'm with,
Hello.
Hello. Here she is. This is my wife, Hannah.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Dearest, this is Mr. Jones, Guy Jones.
Hello.
Hello?
Here, let me. On here?
Yes, it'll mark it on there. Do sit down, please. Oh, it's cold in here. Heating's off.
Can't say we noticed, had we? Boiling.
I presumed you both wanted cocoa. I saw the tin was out.
Oh, no, sorry, love. Guy wanted tea.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
I can make
No,
tea.
really, please.
Tea's no trouble.
This is perfect, please.
Well, if you're quite sure.
I'm quite as happy with this.
I'll leave you both to it then.
Don't go.
If you're going to talk business.
No, we've just finished. Sit down for a second.
Please.
Well,
Please.
only if I'm not in the way.
Anyway, hardly call it business, could we?
Oh?
Guy's going to be giving us his crook finger jack.
Sorry?
Our missing brigand. He's just joined us.
Oh, wonderful.
Think he'll make a good jack, do you, Hannah? Think he'll make a good highwayman?
Well, possibly.
Oh, dear Guy. She doesn't sound too convinced. Doesn't he convince you?
Yes, I just think he looks a bit handsome for a highwayman.
Well, I don't know what to say to that, Guy. I really don't. What do you say to that? Maybe we can give him an eye patch.
Yes!
Are the girls all right?
Yes, they're asleep.
Gwyneth stopped coughing.
Yes, I gave her the Linctus.
Good.
Oh, we have twin girls.
Yes.
Gwyneth, who's got a cold, and Mavunway, who's just getting over it.
They just go in circles.
Nice name.
Yes, David's mother chose them.
With our help. Everything's Welsh in this house.
Except me, that is.
Except her, that is. She was made in Middlesex.
Really? Middlesex?
Yes, are you from Middlesex then?
No.
He's from Leeds, aren't you?
That's right.
Oh, Leeds, yes. Is your wife local?
No, dearest, he hasn't got a wife.
No?
No. No, she is. What? She died recently.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, I didn't know that. Accident, was it?
No, not really. It was...
Deliberate?
David!
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
It's quite all right.
He's always doing that.
She was ill for some time, actually.
How long's it been now?
Right, just over a year. Yes, it took me some time to adjust, obviously.
Yes, it would.
But eventually I took a grip on things and I got out and about again, and which is why I took the plunge and I wrote to David.
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 Oh, really? It's near enough.
Near enough is not enough.
It's bad enough as it is. How do you fancy standing at the dry cleaners trying to pronounce your own surname?
Llewellyn. What could be simpler? Clever.
You work locally though, do you?
Yes, I'm with BLM actually.
BLM over on Western Estate.
That's it.
The big boys, eh?
Well, they are. I'm not.
What do they do, BLM? I've always meant to ask.
Oh,
That's
well,
a difficult one to answer. Hey, guy.
Yes, just a bit.
I mean, what do they do? Or do they make anything?
Vast profits mostly, right?
Right.
Well, don't tell me if you don't want to.
We are a multinational company that has become extremely diversified, and so
Diversified, dearest. That means
I know.
they're all into just
I know.
sort of.
I know what diversified means.
And so it's a bit difficult to pin down, especially from my limited viewpoint, in a rather small local branch in a rather obscure department called Alternative Forward Costing, in which I am a very small cog indeed.
Well, I'm impressed anyway.
It's interesting you should be working for BLM, because I am working for...
Well, who could that be?
I'll go. It could be Ted.
Linda troubles again.
As usual.
It's these friends of ours. They've got this daughter they absolutely dote over, and of course she just takes terrible advantage of them all the time.
Yes, I met them.
You did? Yes, she's a real headache for them. Set fire to all her mother's clothes, you know.
Set fire?
Yes, Enid wasn't in them at the time, but it was all she had left in the world, except what she was standing up in.
Heavens.
They come home from a meeting of the Civic Society, and her wardrobe was ablaze. Mind you, I can't help thinking, in some ways, they brought it on themselves. Hope ours turn out all right. Do you have children, Mr.
A guy, please. No. My wife, she wasn't able to have any. She wasn't very strong.
Shame. Do you miss her a lot?
Yes. Yes, I do very much.
That's nice. Oh, for her, I mean. Of course not for you.
I'd like to think I'd be missed.
You?
Yes.
What? Why? You're not...
Oh, no, I'm right as rain, I think, so far as I know.
Oh.
It's just, I sometimes wonder, I suppose a lot of us do probably, whether if I, died, if people would really miss me. Silly, really, isn't it?
I'm sure you'd be missed.
Maybe.
But by David. and your children?
Yes, possibly the children would, for a few more years anyway. I don't know about David. Now, he is missed. See that big doll there? Every time David's out of the house for more than 20 minutes it's brought out, then all the games revolve around this wretched doll. Tea with Daddy Doll, and walks with Daddy Doll, and bed with Daddy Doll, and supper with Daddy Doll. Of course, David thinks it's terribly funny. Suppose it's quite flattering for him, really. Only trouble is, there's a female counterpart to that thing that just runs round the house after them. Only it happens to be me. Hooray for Mummy Doll. Heavens. I haven't talked like this in years. I am sorry, it's very boring of me.
No.
No?
No.
That was Enid. They got home and found Linda in bed. Yes, that's what I asked, and the answer is no. Fast asleep on her own, so false alarm. They shall have a daughter, and more importantly, we shall have a Lucy Lockett. What's been going on in here? Anything I should know about?
I think it's my bedtime, if you'll excuse me.
It must be time for me to go.
Don't go with my account, I'm a late one myself.
It really is late, I should be getting there.
I'll fetch your coat then.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
Not much of that. You didn't even drink your cocoa.
Perhaps another time. Thank you. I hope in any case, I'll see you before too long.
What, her? You'll see her tomorrow night. Didn't she tell you she's in the show?
Oh, really?
She's our Polly Peachum, aren't you, love?
God, I see.
I look better in the mornings, usually. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Listen, Guy, a word before you go.
Yes.
This coincidence of your working for BLM, it could be quite opportune. The point is, I'm acting for a client at the moment who's interested in purchasing a couple of acres of wasteland. Small stuff, nothing very exciting. Except for two things. One, the land is actually slap bang adjoining your premises.
Oh, around the back there, you mean?
Yes, the old sports field. Well, used to be a sports field. And two, and this is only hearsay, but rumor has it is that you boys are planning to expand. Any truth in that, you know?
No, I don't. Not as far as I know.
Only, of course, if you are, the land in question could be worth quite a bit. Do you follow?
Yes, I do see.
Depending, of course, on how many people get to know about it. In plainer words, if the chap who's selling it doesn't know, whereas we who buying it do know, then we could be getting quite a bargain. But you've no definite knowledge of it yourself.
Oh, no, as I say, none that's come to my ear. I could ask.
Well, tactfully if you do. Don't want to disturb things, do we? Only, of course, if you'd help, there'd be some sort of arrangement, no doubt.
Oh, no, there'd be no need for that.
Yes, fair is fair. Fair is fair.
Yes. Though if we were being really fair, we really ought to warn the person who's selling the land.
Oh, I don't think that's on.
No?
No, you see, I'd be betraying my own client. It wouldn't be ethical. No. It's up to this other fellow solicitor to warn him.
I see.
Yes, well, I'll keep your ear to the ground.
I will, certainly.
And remember, mum's the word.
Yes, rather. Oh, good night then. I'll see you tomorrow.
You betcha, 7 o'clock. And we're really gonna get cracking. You won't see the stage for dust.
Right.
Yeah. Don't forget to bring the racing stage.
Wives already.
It is indeed a point that ought to be considered. Our faults may steal your head, sir. I'll wed your health and cancer. Your daughter may rob your chest, sir. Your wife may steal your rest, sir. I'll thief your goods and plate. I'll thief your goods and plate. But this is all but thinking, with Resmond's chest and chicken, it ever was decreed, so if lawyers hang his feet, sir, he steals your whole estate. He steals your whole estate.
It was only Niming Ned. He brought in a damask window curtain, a hoop petticoat, a pair of silver candlesticks, a periwig, and one silk stocking from the fire that happened last night.
Don't stop. Go on. We're 10 days behind as it is.
We can't go.
Who's next? Bridget, keep your eyes on the script, girl. Who speaks next?
Ted.
Ted? Well, where the hell is Ted? He just walked off the stage. Where's he gone to? Ted!
Did you want me, David?
Ted, love. There's no earthly point in leaving the stage when you're in the middle of a scene. Now is there?
Oh, don't I go off? I thought I went off.
I don't think you go off till there, Ted.
There, dear. You see? Not till there.
I see there. I thought it was there.
No, it's there. See?
Unbelievable this, isn't it? 10 days we've been at this. 10 days! And we're on what, page 15 or something?
We got it now. It was a mistake.
My mistake. Sorry, everyone. I shouldn't have gone off.
Well, I'm sure you'll express in actions, Ted, what will by this stage be the heartfelt wish of the entire audience.
Yes.
Those who haven't already dozed off or died of old age. Why are you dressed like a cinema manager anyway, Ted?
It's their dinner dance, David. They were due there an hour ago. You promised to release them early.
Oh, terrific. My whole rehearsal grinds to a halt because of a co-op staff dinner dance. Now does it?
No hurry, David, no hurry. We didn't want the dinner.
All right! Go on! On!
And one silk stocking from the fire that happened last night.
There is not a fellow that is clever in his way and saves more. Sorry?
I think we cut that, dear.
That was cut, Ted. That was cut 2 days ago.
I'm sorry, I didn't have it.
You don't have anything. That's your trouble, man. You don't have any ability. You don't have any intelligence. You don't have one single scrap of artistic sensibility. And, most important of all, you haven't even got a bloody pencil!
David!
That is cut. That is cut. And the whole sorting thing is cut. There! That make it any easier for you, you boneheaded tortoise!
Oh, David! You really are! Sometimes. You really are. There was no need for that!
God, it's on here. Anybody else find it too hard?
That was unforgivable, David. To Ted, of all people. Absolutely unforgivable. And these scripts are supposed to go back. I hope you realize that.
Ah, dear old guy. Sitting there quietly, picking up some tips, are you?
Yeah.
I'm afraid this is what we term the amateur syndrome, guy. When the crunch comes, people can't take the pressure, you see. Want to be off to the dinner dances and such. Oh, God. There are times I come close to wishing I was back at Minehead.
I wondered if you had a minute. I wondered if I could talk to you about Crookfinger Jack.
Who?
My part, Crookfinger Jack.
Oh, yes. What about Crookfinger Jack?
Well, I've been thinking about it over the past few days, and I wondered whether you like him with a finger.
A what?
A finger. Something like that. Or maybe the other hand. Which do you think?
Yes, do you think we can leave that for a day or two, guy, old boy? I have one or more two pressing matters I have to attend to.
Yes, of course, yeah, sorry.
What makes it tea?
Splendid, my love. Excellent.
David, we come to you as a deputation. We've been sitting backstage in that ghastly, smelly little kitchen for the best part of 3 weeks.
All right, now don't you start.
We're not being unreasonable, David. All we want to know is, will you be needing us this evening, or will you not? If not, fair enough. Only some of us have nice, comfy homes we'd prefer to be in.
Go on. Go home. Go home to your nice little comfy homes. Go on. Bugger off! The lot of you!
Well, I'm certainly not staying after that. Not to listen to language like that.
Goodbye!
And furthermore, I shall be having a word with the committee about this whole business. Do you realize Mr. Washbrook is in tears out there?
So am I.
Are you coming, Faye?
No point in staying here, is there? We're going over the road, all right?
Right.
You coming for a drink?
Probably in a minute.
Good. See you over there.
Linda, is your Chris sit around here anywhere? Do you know?
I don't know where he is. Why should I know?
Well, have you seen him?
No, I have not seen him, and I have no wish to see him. Thank you very much. I should ask her.
Oh, God. Do you know where he is?
Where I left him, probably.
Where?
In my bed. Asleep.
Oh, good night, folks. Have a great evening, folks. Oh, God.
I told the Washbooks they could go. Phone for you backstage. Dr. Packer says it's urgent.
More problems! More problems.
Right, after that exhausting night's work, I feel like some refreshment. Coming?
I was just going to run my line a couple times. I got one or two things I'd like to try.
Well, don't get stale, will you? 2 months to go yet.
But I say, you think this is too obvious? Finger Jack.
You can't be too obvious for David. Did you see his Sound of Music?
No.
He had them all on trampolines.
Heavens.
Bloody hills were alive, I can tell you. So were the front stalls. Once they got in their costumes, they couldn't control the balance, you see. Screaming nuns crashing down in the front row. 3 broken legs, and 1 concussed on the spot bar. Probably some still up there for all we know.
I think I'll try it without the finger to start with.
By the way,
Yes.
we'd like to invite you around some evening to our place.
That's very nice, thank you.
I don't know if you've got anyone you'd care to bring. I understand you're not married anymore.
Yeah, my wife,
Yes, well, I dare say you could find a friend or someone, eh?
I could probably find a friend, yes?
Female, of course.
Yes, of course. Wouldn't want to spoil your numbers.
No. The point is, Faye and I, well, you've probably gathered by now that she's pretty, gregarious.
Yes.
And she likes to meet new people all the time. And frankly, so do I. So it all tends to work out if you follow me.
Well, that's splendid. When were you thinking?
Is, Friday okay for you?
Friday? Yes, Friday.
We can have a bit of fun then.
Splendid.
Don't forget your friend though.
I won't.
And I'd like to talk to you about your job sometime. I'm very interested in that.
Really? Where shall we find such another set of practical philosophers who to a man above the fear of death? Ha! Yeah.
Oh, I knew. That's what I like to see. A man practicing his craft. I've got a story about that. Will interest you. When I first went into the firm as an apprentice lad, no matter I were the boss's son, I started on the shop floor. The first day there, the foreman says, "Big fellow he was, sweep that floor spotless, lad." Spotless. I want to eat me dinner off that floor, alright? And I sort of half swept it, you know. And he comes back and he says, "What's all this then?" he says. And he picks up this handful of sawdust that I missed like from under the bench. And he says, "You're not expecting me to eat me dinner off this floor then, are you?" And he says, "Sit down." And he fetches a gummy bowl and a spoon. And he makes me eat all that sawdust, just as it is, every scrap.
Good heavens.
Raw sawdust. And it's the same like that every day for 3 months, no matter I or the boss's son. Those lads down in that shop, they taught me the hard way, with mouthfuls of sawdust.
Tough life.
Oh, right. Mind you, a while later, my dad had a stroke, and I took over the firm. I went down that shop, first thing, and sacked every bloody one of them.
Jolly good.
But those lads, they taught me the trade. I was grateful to them for that. Keep that, lad. Practice your gestures. They all had gestures back then, you know.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, and another thing. Don't put on that fancy voice for it. Use your natural accent. That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, true, only I'm not,
stick up for this in, lad. Stick up for this in. People won't think the less of you for it.
Yes, right. Well, thank you. Where shall we find such another set of wee practical philosophers, Julie? Wait, who to a man above the fair of day?
I brought you some tea.
Thank you.
David's on the phone. Another crisis, I think.
Oh, well.
You weren't thinking of playing him like that, were you? With the funny accent?
No, that was just an experiment.
Oh, good. Only, I thought you nearly had it yesterday. With the limp, the slight one.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll stick to that. But I think it's waiting all this time to rehearse the scene. It makes me anxious.
He'll get to you eventually.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
God knows when, though. I wondered if you'd mind awfully hearing my lines again.
Oh, not at all. Well, where would you...
Oh, just the top of the page.
Okay. Well, there we are.
Are you as fond as ever, my dear?
Suspect my honor, my courage, suspect anything but my love. May my pistols misfire, and my mare slip her shoulder while I am pursued, if I ever forsake thee.
Nay, my dear, I have no reason to doubt you, for I find in the romance you lent me. You lent me. None of the great heroes was ever false in love. Problems?
One or two. Dr. Packer has just phoned to inform me that, faced as he is with the alternative of either reorganizing the new hospital rosters entirely or relinquishing the role of Matt of the Mint, he has reluctantly decided on the latter course of action. So, once again, as my father will put it, we are beaten by the bounce.
What are you going to do?
How the hell should I know?
Guy.
What?
Guy.
Guy?
Yes.
You think so?
Of course.
Guy?
Yes?
I think you are to be cast in the role of Savior. Do it. Matt of the Mint. For thee. For us all.
Well, have a go.
Good man! What do you say? A drink to celebrate.
Well, why not?
I'll get them in. But remember, tomorrow we work. Yes?
What about Crook-Finger Jack?
What about him, boy?
Well, I only just learned him, and I really...
Forget it, Crook-Finger Jack. You're Matt of the Mint now. You're a star. Kneel.
I am so thrilled for you. Well done.
outside the door.
Sorry? At last?
Help yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Do tell me if it's too strong, won't you? I can never tell.
I'm sure this would be absolutely perfect. Yes, that's perfect.
He's just popped out to get some more tequila. I'm afraid we're hooked on it these days.
Oh, yes.
Have you been there?
Sorry?
Mexico.
No, not Mexico.
Glorious parts of it, if you dodge the poverty. So, you're the first.
Yes, looks like it,
I'm all right then, anyway.
Oh, yeah?
I've got you.
Yes. Oh, well, I suppose that means I'm all right as well, then.
Very true, yes.
Ooh, nice pictures.
We find them quite stimulating.
Well, she's going at it a bit up there, isn't she?
Yes. What about him behind you then?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God.
We have to take them down when Ian's mother comes to stay.
Yes, she probably...
Wait till you see what we've got in the bedroom.
Wow. You look very nice.
Thank you. So do you. Do you want to take that off?
Oh, no, that's okay.
I love men in ties.
Oh, yes. You like it in the office then? Full of them.
I might as well say this early on, then we can relax and enjoy ourselves. If there's anything you particularly like, or positively dislike, you will say, won't you?
Oh, no, I'm not at all fussy. I never have been. I take what's put in front of me.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, don't worry. I'm very easy. I don't think there's anything at all. Well, I suppose if it was excessively cruel or painful, I would draw the line.
Yes, you mean like veal, for instance. No, veal, you know.
No, I don't think I've tried that.
You haven't?
No. Something new. How exciting, I can't wait. Veal. How'd you spell it?
V-E-A-L.
You mean the same as the meat? What's it stand for?
No idea.
Very exciting and lascivious. No. Viciously energetic and lingering.
Vomit making, especially at lunchtime.
Your friend's late?
Yes, she is. I'm beginning to get a bit worried. I would have picked her up in the car, but she's very independent and she does like to make her own way.
Why not?
Not quite.
Has she got far to come?
Oh, no, just a bus ride from Wellfield Flats.
Oh yes, I know, near the park.
No, that's right.
Wellfield Flats. Aren't those for old people?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I see. She works there, does she?
Oh,
Some nurse.
no, she lives there.
Lives there.
But only it's rather tricky. She's a proud old soul, and she does hate it when people know she lives at Wellfield. So if you could try not to mention it, I'd be very grateful. You know what they're like at that age.
What age?
Oh, she doesn't put on, but my guesses are early 70s.
70s?
Oh, you never know it though. She's up and down flights of stairs like nobody's business. She nursed my wife through a lot of her illness. I've always been grateful. Are you alright?
Yes. And she's coming here tonight.
I hope so.
Oh, I can't wait to see Ian's face.
Ian?
Thank God, this is wonderful. I love you.
Oh, you needn't worry about the pictures. She's very broad-minded, She's a game old bird. she really is. You like her. You really will.
I'm sure.
I just hope Ian can get on with her, I'm sorry, I'm not quite with all this.
Listen, don't tell him about your friend. Keep it as a surprise.
Surprise?
Please.
All right, why?
All over the bloody place. Driven 5 miles for this. Hi, guy. Hello, dog. Going to fix us one?
Sure, guys.
Oh, yes, could it be not so...
Well, where's your friend?
She's coming shortly.
What's the joke?
Nothing.
There is someone else coming, I take it.
Oh, yes. Definitely someone else coming.
How many she had then?
No idea.
You like the pictures?
Yes, I've been admiring them. Amazing.
They can do that, you know.
Can she really? Incredible.
One of the few women I know who can. You must get her to show you. Now, hotting up and getting out of hand. Could I just clear up this little business matter?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not going to beat about the bush. My partner and I have this little building firm, as you probably know, and we're contemplating buying a small piece of land, which, as it happens, adjoins our factory.
Yes, I know the piece.
Good, well, there is a rumor, isn't there always, that BLM may be intending to develop their existing premises, in which case the land in question could become a little more expensive. You follow?
As a matter of fact, I was talking to...
I'm asking is the rumor true?
Well, all I can give you is the same answer I gave David. I honestly have no idea. But I'll try and find out. I've had no luck so far.
David?
Yes. I presume he's acting for you, though.
Yes, maybe he is. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think I can make this worth your while. And I think I can speak for Faye and say we both could. Okay? That'll be a friend. Doorbell doll. Sort that likes to keep you waiting, is she?
Not if she can help it. She may have fallen over, of course.
Fallen over? What? Is she on skates? Did you get the door then?
You have to answer it.
Why?
Because you have to.
All right.
Here.
Ta.
You may need it. Quick, here, have a look. Is that your friend? My God, it must be.
Oh, yes, that's Dillis. She's a bit the worse the wear. I hope she's all right.
Come on. Quick, bring your drink.
Why? Where?
Betty buys.
So?
I'm in desperate need of veal. Now.
Veal? In bed?
Yes, well, perhaps you'd like to tidy up in the bathroom? The light's just inside the door. Can manage. That's it. Well done.
Now a bed. Map of the mint is here. The highwayman with a hole in the middle. V-E-A-L. Voraciously, enterprising, acrobatic lover. Take the road.
Is there any man who would suspect my courage?
No, never! We have all been witness of it.
My honor and truth to the gang.
Honor and truth to the gang.
Let us take the road. Hark, I hear the sound of coaches. The hour of attack approaches. Your arms, brave boys, and load. See the wall I hold. Let chemists toil like asses. I'll fire their
have a moment, please. No, Crispin. Don't go away, boy. I need you in a minute. He's like an animal, that boy. Only got to mention a coffee break, and he's got his trousers around his knees, I tell you. He's got both those girls on a string, you know. Linda and Bridget. Isn't fair to the rest of us.
Now is it?
Now, just a word, Guy. Faye's just had a chat with me, and, well, it's Ian. According to Faye, he doesn't think he'll be able to do the role after all, which is very serious, because Filcher's a very big part indeed. So, I think you know what's coming, Guy. Filch, could you do it?
Well,
You know, a month ago, I wouldn't have even considered asking you, but lately these dramatics, well, they've been doing you good. You're growing in confidence every day. I'll take it you'll agree.
well, all right.
Good man.
And thank you very much.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Faye. She suggested you straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to run the dance, so places please. But before we do, unfortunately, I have to announce yet another change in cast. Ian Hubbard has had to withdraw from his featured role as Filch. And I will now be taken by our all-purpose replacement, Mr. Guy Jones.
I said he should have played it in the first place.
There is, however, no truth to the rumor that at his current rate of progress, he'll soon be taken over from yours truly. Thank you, Mr. Ames.
Love is then our duty. She alone who that employs well deserves her beauty. Let's be gay while we may. Beauty's a flower despised in decay. Youth's the season made for joys. Love is then our duty.
Okay, give it some body. Yes, some body. Remember, these are all whores. Horizontal women, all of them.
Some of us, maybe.
Come on, Linda. Head up. Try and sell it to us. Try and sell us your body, Linda.
Take her and give it away.
Bridget, shut up.
Let's be gay while we may. Beauty's a flower despised in decay. Youth's
Now,
the
we all
season
towards my
made
feet,
for joys.
and we can see. No, what are you doing? Not at him, at McKee, Oh, good. I give up. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Take 15 minutes. Thank you.
Kettle's on. Well, what are you going to do about it? I mean, you can't have both of us. You can't have your cake. You'll just have to choose, Guy. Me or her.
It's not that easy.
What? What did you say?
I said it's not that easy.
Shh, all right. Do you want the whole restaurant to hear us? I mean, why do you want two of us anyway?
I don't want the two of you.
Isn't one enough?
I love you both in different ways.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I suppose I'm the one who's good for sewing on buttons and doing your washing. That takes a great deal of arranging, I'll have you know. Using the machine while David's out of the way, sorting out socks at midnight. You don't happen to have any of his underpants, do you? His Miss Lady pair.
A sort of paisley pattern.
Yes, those are them. If you have them, give me them back, will you?
I think I've got them on, actually.
Oh, God, Guy. Well, it's obvious you don't go to Faye for your washing. Despite all those fancy clothes she wears, I get the feeling there's something very grubby underneath.
Hannah, have a cake.
I've had quite enough cake, and I am sick to death of us meeting in cafes and pubs and bus shelters.
Where else are we gonna go?
Nowhere. It's too small a town, everybody knows.
Yes, I know.
Except David, of course.
No, I honestly don't think he does know. At first, I thought he was turning a gigantic blind.
David doesn't know. He's amazing. Even the twins are suspicious. They've started calling that daddy doll of theirs Guy. No. He doesn't want me in that way anymore, so he assumes no one else could possibly want me.
Hannah.
I'm not sure anyone does, really. It's just damn lucky for you David doesn't know, that's all I can say. Otherwise he'd sort you out, he really would. He'd beat you senseless. He'd punch you to a pulp. He'd smash your face and jump on you and kick you where it really hurt, and I'd laugh. Ha ha! He's a bloody chap. He was a rugby player, you know.
Yes, he told me. No, Hannah, please don't. Boss staring. I'll get the bill. Sir?
Oh no.
What is it?
It's her. She's followed us here. She's spying on us.
Oh, God.
Hello, you two.
Hello, Faye.
What a funny place to come for tea. Right little pip joint.
Is that why you're here?
May I join you?
You most certainly may not.
Thank you. I'm exhausted. You look terrible, Hannah. What is it, darling? Hay fever?
I'm allergic, that's all, to certain smells.
Look, this is all very awkward. I think it'd be better if one of us left. I really do.
It's all right. I'm not stopping.
Good.
I just wanted to give something to Guy. Here.
What is it?
Private.
What?
Mind your own business.
I demand to know what it is. I demand to know.
Get your hands off.
I refuse to allow her to walk in here and start giving you things.
Hannah!
How dare she give you secret presents right under my nose? She's just trying to humiliate me. That's what she's doing. Let's go.
No! Let's be adults about this, shall we? Girls, look, let me have it, and I'll open it, and then there'll be no secrets. All right? Hannah?
All right. I want to see.
Faye?
Fine with me.
Right. Okay. Now, let's see what we got in here. Oh, God.
They were under the bed. Didn't want you to catch the cold.
You total bitch. You total and utter grubby, smutty, grimy, unhygienic little bitch. Give me those. Give me those at once!
Don't do that.
Give them to me!
Let go.
How does this silly now come on, then?
Give me those pants!
Hannah, they're not yours. Now let go. They don't belong to you.
Oh, yes, they do.
Nonsense.
I think they do. Actually, Faye.
They're hurt.
Yes.
Darling, I'm terribly sorry.
I mean, when I said hers, I
Hannah,
meant to
darling, whoever would have guessed?
How dare you?
It just goes to show, behind the most boring exterior
How dare you do this?
lurks the weirdest of hang-ups.
Faye, please.
I'm not stopping.
It's all right, darling.
You'll be sorry for
Your
this.
secret is safe.
I promise you, you'll be sorry for this.
Really? Faye, really, there is no need for that.
Oh, are you going?
Well, yes, of course, Sue, I've got
Now
to.
but choose a chalk strap.
Don't keep on with Faye. Those are Davids.
Davids.
Of course they were.
Curious, curious.
A mix-up in the wash, that's all.
I shan't inquire further, darling, don't worry. I'll see you this evening then, at rehearsal.
Rather.
And I'll be in later if you want to call around.
Well, not this evening, Faye.
By the way, Ian was asking if you'd heard anything yet about the land.
Oh, no, sorry.
Only Jarvis is not going to hang on forever. If we don't buy it, somebody else will.
Jarvis? You mean Jarvis is the one who owns the land?
Yes, didn't you know?
Didn't realize he owned it.
Not that it matters. The point is, have you been asking? Because that was part of our deal, darling, wasn't it?
Deal? Well, how do you mean?
Well, I mean, Ian did give up his role for you, didn't he? Filch.
Oh, yes, Filch, but I didn't ask him to do that, you know.
No. But you didn't say no, did you? But then, you haven't actually said no to anything, have you? Not that I'm complaining, but I suppose Ian might. Eventually. if you don't come up with the goods.
Well, I am. I'm asking around discreetly, of course.
Oh, good. It would be horrid if it got all nasty, wouldn't it? Bye-bye, darling.
Aye.
Running a bit late.
Am I not thy wife?
Be with you in a second.
Okay.
Thy neglect of me, thy aversion to me too severely proves it.
Bloody hard work it is with these three.
Look on me.
This lad, great voice.
Tell me, am I not thy wife?
But he moves like something out of Autumn Reed's window.
Perfidious wretch.
Barbarous husband.
And as for this pretty little madam, look at her.
Hadst thou been hanged 5 months ago, I'd have been happy.
I've seen rougher trade on a health food counter.
And I too. If you had been kind to me till death, it would not have vexed me, and that's no very unreasonable request, though from a wife to a man who hath not above 7 or 8 days to live.
Art thou then married, monster?
Art thou then married to another?
Art thou then married to another? Hast
thou 2 wives, monster?
All right, I know it.
I was giving you the line.
Yes, well, I knew it. I knew it, didn't I?
All right, come on, let's get on with it now.
Every time I pause for breath, she reads out my line. Would you kindly ask her not to, please?
Bridget, don't give her a line unless she asks for them. And Linda, you stop pausing for so much breath.
Well, I have to breathe, don't I?
Well, not necessarily.
If you want to breathe, breathe deeply in your own time off stage. And Bridget, shut up!
I thought the only reason I was here was to prompt. I mean, what's the point of sitting here for 3 months?
Bridget! Shut up! And we go on.
Oh, it's my go, is it? Right. If women's tongues can cease for an answer, hear me. Hear me. Hey, I heard that.
I won't. Flesh and blood can't bear my usage.
Shall I not claim my own? Justice bids me speak. Sure, my dear, there ought to be some preference shown to a wife. At least she may claim the appearance of it. He must be distracted with his misfortunes, or he could not use me thus.
Oh, yes, shh. What is it then? Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh!
What the hell is this? 20 bloody questions!
She won't tell me my line!
Bridget, for God's sake, tell her her line!
You just told me not to. Oh, Bill, thou hast deceived me. I could even inform against
Bridget!
That'll
do! smirking oath. I wish to God they're professionals. Then I could sack them. These bastards, they got you over a barrel. Unless you say, well done all the time, they don't turn up. What are those two doing? It's like a loose scrum. Come on, injury time's over. Give her a slice of lemon, change her shorts, and get her back on the field.
Right. He's all right?
Oh, villain, villain, thou hast deceived me. I could even inform against thee with pleasure.
And Mr. Ames. Don't tell me he's dying now. Mr. Ames. Song.
Oh, sorry.
To persist in disowning me.
Hast thou the heart to persist in persuading me that I'm married? Why, Polly, dost thou seek to aggravate my misfortune?
Oh, God.
Really, Miss Peachum, you might expose yourself. Besides, will you stop laughing at me? Will you stop laughing?
Hey!
Oh, it was funny.
Linda, I'll soon make you stop laughing.
Oh, wait!
I'll teach you!
First class.
Oh, shut up! And as for you, you sniggering hagbag, this is all your fault. You are entirely to blame.
Bollocks!
I have a good mind to sort you out, boy. I really have.
Oh, right you are.
You're on. What?
Come on.
No, this is not the way. Violence is no solution.
Oh, I've been longing to have a go at you. Come on. You've been getting up my nose for a few weeks.
Now, come on, boy. Be your age. I'm a middle-aged man, very nearly. It wouldn't be fair. Let's be reasonable. Now, don't you stop. I'm a lawyer, you know. I can have you for. I won't, of course, if you don't. Well, what now, eh?
Well,
yes.
how's this for starters?
No, that wasn't as convincing as the other one.
I'll kill him. I'll kill that bastard!
You don't mind an opinion, do you?
Are you okay?
Is he all right?
I think he's been hitting the,
Oh, yes. It's very painful there, isn't it?
Of course it's bloody painful!
I think cold water helps. I think.
Right. Well, you better come sit with Linda. You can use the sink after her. Oh, carefully, dear. That's it.
Well, I'll listen to that then. Tell me what you think it is.
God! What is it?
That give up? That is an actual recording of an 1812 Bolton and Watt beam engine, which is still used to this day for pumping water to the summit in the Kennet and Avon Canal.
Good heavens.
It lifts 1 ton of water 40 feet on each stroke of the engine.
Oh, amazing.
I've been listening to that for the past hour.
A beam engine?
Aye.
What, all evening?
Oh, no. This is called the Vanishing Sounds in Britain, issued by the BBC. All vanishing sounds.
Well, listening to that is probably a good thing, isn't it?
What's that? No, I gave the record to my wife last Christmas, but she wasn't so keen.
Look, may I have a word with you? It's about a piece of land that apparently belongs to you. Around the back of a BLM factory, do you know?
I not only know it, I own it.
Yes, and I want to talk
I'll tell you a very interesting little tale about that land.
Oh, really?
That land was purchased by my grandfather, old Joshua Pike, for the benefit of his employees. He was a philanthropist and a deeply religious man. Chapel, you see. But his other passion, apart from the farm, were cricket. Cricket, mad! You with me?
Yes.
Well, he bought that land off a widow woman, and he had his lads, his workers, levelling and draining and returfing it. In their own time, mind, not his. And when it were finished, well, some said that it were the finest strip of land for 100 mile or more. Like a billiard pool. And then he says to the lads, "Go to it, lads! That's my gift to you. That's my bounty." Only one thing. Bearing in mind he were a chapel man. Not on Sundays, lads. Never on the Sabbath. Well, and he rode up, year or so later. He's up for a stroll one Sunday afternoon with his children and his grandchildren, taking the air like. And what should he spy as he's passing the cricket field? But a bunch of workers, laughing and joking and chucking the ball about like it were Saturday dinner time. And the old man says, "Note, not at the time, but the next day, Monday morning, first thing, he sends in his bulldozers and diggers and ploughs, and he digs that land up from one end to the other. Then he sets fire to the pavilion and puts up a 12-foot wooden fence, palings, and to this day, not a ball has been thrown in that field. That's the sort of man he was, my grandfather, dying breed."
Another vanishing sound of Britain. With regards to the land, well, there is this rumor, not confirmed, that BLM are contemplating buying it, possibly, in which case it could be worth a bit if you would consider selling it. So
say no more. Oh, you follow? I'm glad of the information. I trust you. You're a Scotty. I'll see that you're looked after. Don't worry.
No, I don't need looking after, really.
Then why are you telling me?
I thought you ought to know. I wouldn't want people to put one over you. You know, friendly.
Friendly? Oh, hey, that's a good one.
Well, if you don't believe me...
Don't come the friendly with me, friend. I've got a few years to go yet. When I leave this earth, I plan on leaving it fair and square. Just as my father did, and my grandfather. I owe nothing to no one. They're all paid off. I paid off my business. I paid off my family. There's no claim on me from any quarter. I don't intend on making exceptions with you. You see me right. I'll see you right. Right?
Right.
Hello.
Aye.
Has that gone to us yet?
No, I don't think he's got to very much, actually.
How unsurprising. Where is he back there?
Yeah.
I'll sort them out. I've had enough of this. Ugh.
I paid her off and all. My mother's 92 and she's paid off.
You paid your mother off?
100 quid a week, tax free, and a bungalow in Payton. She's not complaining. I'll see that you're looked after. Don't worry.
applied at the opera, madam, and considering 'twas neither dark nor rainy, and there was no great hurry in getting chairs and coaches, made a tolerable alms. These 7 handkerchiefs, madam. Oh, how do you feel?
Oh, pretty good. Like a man who just spent his wedding night with an electrified steam shovel. Well, now we are in a hole. If that boy doesn't come back, we're over the dead ball line, I can tell you. Trying to do the beggar's opera without a McKeith is a bit of a non-starter, even for Peter Brook. Oh, it makes you want to. Who cares anyway? Who cares?
I do.
My guy my rock. But nobody really cares. Well, maybe they're right. Why beat your brains out? Every time I vow, I'm just going to have a ball. I'm not going to take any of it seriously. And every time it gets like this, desperate, life and death stuff. Look at me. You think to look at me I was in really serious trouble. While all that's happened, in fact, is that the play might not happen. That's all. But the irony is that outside these 4 walls, out there in the real world, I actually am in serious trouble, and I couldn't give a stuff.
Any particular sort of trouble?
Well, apart from being beaten up by a singing yahoo, nothing very original. I don't know. Things, you know, Hannah, things like that. She's a bloody deep freeze of a woman. That's a trouble, physically. I mean, she's great in other ways, good at keeping the home going and things. Isn't her fault, of course, just not in her nature. Right from our wedding night, ice tongues to lift her night dress, I'm telling you. Mind you, I'd soon she thaw, given a little warmth, and, you know, general encouragement. God, it's not that I did try. I really wanted to make it work. I really did. The nights I spent battering at those damn defenses of hers. But nothing. Knocked one down, she built another.
Well, you managed to have twins.
Yes, but we never talk about that. Never.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Guy. Why should I worry about me and Hannah? I'm terribly sorry. I think it takes a man a good kick in the crotch to make himself painfully aware of his own mortality. Yes?
Sorry to interrupt. First, I thought you'd like to know. The Tano mic's on.
Oh, God.
And second, in a vain attempt to prevent Hannah from hearing, we had a meeting.
Oh, yes. And?
Well, what are we going to do? Scrap the production? I mean, that boy, by all accounts, doesn't intend to come back, does he?
Well,
so what do we do?
Here's a suggestion. Next time you hold a meeting, try inviting me for a change. I might have a suggestion or two to give.
Very well. To start with, we need a new McKeith. Agreed?
Yes? And where are we going to find him?
Well,
Guy?
he's the natural choice, isn't he? It's either him or Ian Hubbard.
Oh, God. Anyone rather than Ian Hubbard. Sorry. Could you do it?
Do it. He'd love it.
Which way shall I turn me? How can I decide? Was the day of our death our as far as arrived? One wife is too much for most husbands to hear, but 2 at a time there's no mortal can bear. This way and that way, and which way I will, what would comfort the one t'other wife would take in. This way
don't you? Would you like a cup of tea? Shall I bring you some tea?
Oh no, thanks you. I had my tea at home just now.
Sure, sherry or something.
No, thanks. All the same. Not with rehearsals in a minute.
Quite right, quite right. You put the rest of us to shame, Guy. Mind you, I don't think it would matter that much if I drank myself silly. They always manage to hide me behind a piece of scenery anyhow. Do sit down.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
No, you are good. None of the vices, practically. I take the view David's terribly lucky to get you. We all think you're going to be an absolutely wonderful McKeith.
Oh, thank you.
I take the view David's terribly lucky to get you, whatever the price.
Sorry?
No need to be sorry. You dollied us up to no end, Guy. All of us, in our own different ways. Now, what I'm really hoping is that you're going to make my day as well. After all, you've made nearly everyone else's. One way or another. It must be my turn, mustn't it? Surely.
In the days of my youth, I could build like a dove. Fa la 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 la, diddle-diddle-daddy. In the days of my youth, I could build like a dove, like a sparrow at all times was ready for love. Fa diddle-diddle-da, diddle-da, 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 la 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 la, daddy. Fa diddle-da, 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 la 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 la, daddy.
Now, this little favor I wanted to ask. Don't look so terrified. It's not what you're thinking. God forbid. 6 years sharing a mattress with Jarvis cured me of that.
Oh, no.
No, it's just, I understand you and he were talking the other evening.
Yes? Oh, yes.
About our little bit of land.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I wanted to talk about that too, actually.
Good.
Well, the point is, it's rather awkward. I found this in the post this morning.
Oh, gorgeous. What is it? Sorry, I haven't my glasses.
It's £500.
Oh, super.
In notes, cash.
Lucky you. What happened? Someone passed away?
Not as far as I know. No. Rather, I thought it came from you.
Me.
Or rather, Jarvis.
Jarvis.
I think so.
That sounds very unlikely. You'd be the first person who ever managed to get money out of Jarvis. None of his wives ever could. I can tell you. 2 of them died trying, poor things.
Well, I'm pretty certain it came from him.
Well, how do you know? What does it say with love from Jarvis?
Well, of course not. It doesn't say anything.
Well, how do you know? Why on earth would my husband send you £500?
Because I warned them about this rumor, about the land. I can't at present moment find any foundation in truth in it, but there's this rumor.
Yes, I've heard the rumor.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Well, I told Jarvis simply because I was anxious that he shouldn't be taken advantage of, or you.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you. Thank you. Of course, it could work both ways, couldn't it? I mean, supposing the rumor wasn't true, but everyone assumed it was, then the price would go up, and Jarvis would be laughing. And the joke would be on these very unscrupulous people that you've so kindly been warning us against. Which would be a sort of poetic justice, wouldn't it? Of course, the whole thing would be helped tremendously if someone strategically placed, like yourself, did nothing to deny the rumor.
Oh.
Even, dare one say it, encouraged it.
I don't think I could.
No, no, heaven forbid. That's entirely up to your conscience. After all, you've much too much on your mind already with McKeith. We mustn't worry you. Just remember, though, when they're clapping and cheering you on that first night, it was me that got you the part. Remember that.
Yes, and I'm very grateful
Now,
for...
we must dash, mustn't we? We don't want to keep them waiting. Have you got your card?
Oh, yes, thank you. You know, I'd really love to know how this rumor started. It's extraordinary.
Well, I suspect that's something we shall never know, shall we? Any of us. Coming.
What about it? What should I do with this? The money?
Well, surely have fun with it. I should.
Oh, I couldn't take it, possibly.
Don't be so absurd.
No, if I took it, it would be...
Well,
it would be wrong.
do what you'd like with it. Only for heaven's sake, don't leave it there, or people might get the idea you are giving it to us. And that wouldn't look good at all, would it?
Sorry, guy. We're getting away pretty soon if nothing else blows up on us. He's slow, this electrician, though. I mean, why volunteer to light a show if you suffer from vertigo? The man's a half-wit. He should definitely go to the... Yes, that's lovely, Raymond. That's lovely. Does this look like firelight to you?
No, not a lot.
No, nor me. I'll cut it later. Took him 3 hours to focus. Now, Raymond, could I see my number 15, your number 18? That's my number 15, your number 18. Haven't even got the same bloody numbers. No, Raymond, that's your number 17, my number 12. The one I want to see is my number 15, your number 18.
I haven't got number 15.
My number 15, your number 18. No, Raymond, that's number 56. That should be blade plugged in. For God's sake, Raymond, I'm coming up. And would someone open some doors in here? It is subtropical.
Here. That should be better. Let me know if it's still uncomfortable.
That's perfect.
Raymond, try circuit 12, plug into 22. 22, Raymond, that's mine. What the hell is it? It's my auxiliary 96. Look, Raymond, next time you decide to read another bloody patch field, you mind telling everybody else about it? Would you?
God.
Yes?
Why haven't you phoned? is it? What have I done?
I've had all of this on my mind, haven't I? The play.
Is that more important than us?
No, we've been together every evening, for God's sake.
If you call that being together.
Well, it's been very difficult, Hannah. I've only had a few weeks to learn the thing.
Yes, that's fine. Keep that one. Now try the other side. Pictures 27 and 28, I think. Within the next 25 minutes, if possible.
Look, there's no point in discussing this now. We can't decide anything in the middle of...
Well, when...
Well, all right, you want to talk about it, we will, okay? I think it's all got to stop. All right? I think you're tremendous fun. I think you're wonderful. But it simply has got to stop.
What are you talking about? Stop.
Perches 1 and 2. Again, they should be paired.
For one thing, David!
Darby?
Yes!
Who the hell cares about Darby?
I don't like the look of those two. Lose it. Try the other side. Purchase 7 and 8, I think.
What's Darby's got to do with anything?
Hannah, David has everything to do with everything. He's your husband. And he's my friend. And if I felt like I was responsible for you leaving him, then
I'm leaving him anyway. Whether you stay or not. So that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, get away!
Well, that's no earthly use at all, Raymond. The lighting is soft. He'd have to be a midget. What do you think we're doing, Snow White? All right. That's what it's for then. Let's try that.
No, I know exactly what you're doing. You're using David as an excuse to ditch me, that's all.
That just isn't true.
Don't try and pretend to me you consider David for one single moment.
I say you too.
Suit you. Didn't worry you 2 weeks ago.
I say you too.
He wants us.
Yes!
Oh, sorry. Were you running lines? Sorry, loves. Look, just to save time, I want to check the focus of this light. Would you mind standing in for me? Just step into the light. A bit further forward, Hannah. A bit more. Thank you, Hannah. Hold it there.
Feeblest excuse I have ever heard in my life. I was prepared to give up everything for you, you know.
I know.
No!
My home, my marriage, even my children.
I don't think you were, Hannah, not when it came to it.
No!
I meant every single thing I said to you.
I meant everything I said to you, too.
No, not in a million years.
You were playing around with Faye. God knows who else. You used me, guys.
Yes.
That's a lie.
Yes, that's it. Keep that one. Oh, sorry. Relax, loves.
Hannah.
What's the matter with her?
She...
Oh, you daft halfpenny. You've been staring into light again, haven't you? How many times do I need to tell you? Shut your eyes, girl.
Hannah.
Now, Raymond, let's see that atom of the state of Q54C.
Oh, God. I do love you so much, God.
I love you, Hannah. Bye.
that, Raymond? Save me plug for the top of the show. God, I think we're there. Sorry, guy. You're wonderfully patient. Thank you.
David.
Yes, my love.
I feel I have to talk to you about something.
Oh, yes? Give me the workers, would you, Raymond? And lower the spot bar. And would someone on stage management please bring me a ladder? Yes, what is it?
It's a ridiculous time to say it, but...
Thank you. I'm going to take the frost out of here, Raymond. I hate it, passionately. I can't live with the frost up here. Let me just say this, guy. You're going to be sensational. No doubt about it. Just keep on doing what you've been doing in rehearsal. The audience are going to lift your game anyway. You're home and dry.
Damn it, it's not the show I'm talking about.
Would you mind setting this for me? I just want to alter something. Now's a chance to get your own back. Tip me off if you want to.
I don't want to do that, David.
Well, all I can say, it's a bloody good job it's you back there. As a whole committee of them would do it with pleasure.
Hey, is this right?
Great job, it's knockout.
These aren't the right trousers, of course.
No, obviously not. Oh, it's burnt out, this.
Nor do they appear to have sent me any boots. The girls are having a look.
Oh, dear.
I specifically asked for boots. I wanted some boots. The man's a jailer, he'd have boots. He'd never have shoes. Not in a jail.
Don't worry, Jarvis, we'll find you some boots.
Well, I'm not playing in shoes, that's all. I need to find some boots.
It'd help if he found his bloody lines for a kickoff. Done with the spot bar, and done with the ladder. Let's walk this, eh? What time's this, then? What time's it?
Not on until Act 2, am I?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Seen the paper then?
No, I haven't had much time.
Shouldn't be much of a surprise to you. It's all over the front page. There you are. Closure shock. BLM's closing.
What's that?
BLM closing down.
Closing down?
That's what it says. 500 jobs gone.
Oh, dear.
They're relocating 130?
128, actually.
Oh, so you did know then?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I bet you bloody did. Don't miss a trick, do you?
How long have you known this?
Since I got the note on my desk this morning, along with the most of us.
It's true.
Oh, I believe you, sunshine.
It's true.
Sure.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't happen to be included in the 128!
I'm hardly surprised. Isn't that right, David? Since I'm bound to be hiding behind some huge tree or something, it probably doesn't matter anyhow.
Super, Becky. Super.
You actually like it?
Yes, it's just right.
Well, it's your production, darling. If you're expecting laughs, you won't be disappointed, will you? I told you he would. He likes it.
Raymond, how are we doing up there? Dare I ask? Bridget! Somebody! Please! Listen, Guy. I'm desperately sorry to hear all this. I really am. Is that what you wanted to tell me about before? I'm so sorry. It's just like I said, isn't it? Here we are, playing around with pretty lights and costumes, held together by safety pins. And out there it's all happening. You'll be all right, friend. Don't despair. Excuse me? I'm gonna have to light off a few fireworks back there! What?
Thank you very much.
She's done what she can with it.
Oh, yes. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
You must be feeling pretty pleased with yourself.
How do you mean?
You seem to have succeeded in making fools of most people, haven't you?
I don't think I have. I didn't intend to.
Calculating little bastard, aren't you? You certainly fooled me. Congratulations. It doesn't often happen. You didn't really convince Eve, I'm afraid. He said you were a shit from the start.
Thanks.
He's coming in a second. He's just talking to Ian.
Oh, yes, they're all that too. I think we're waiting for David.
Yes, we're waiting for David.
Is your bit all right? Do you want me to tie it again?
No, it's perfect now, perfect. These shoes are a bit tight.
Oh, dear.
Well, I was supposed to have some boots, but somebody's pinched them.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's better, Linda. That's much better. She's taken the ribbon off.
Much better with the ribbon on.
It's better.
It's better, yes.
Much better.
Much better.
It's
Much
better.
better, much better.
Sorry, everyone, but, right, sorry, here we go. Tonight, we open. This is what we're working 3 long months for. Tonight, we must face our public, our critics, our friends, our enemies. No one knows who is who. Does one? Right, so hip hip, toy toy, break a leg, all that rot. Off you go then. Good luck.
I want to get a standby, please.
Ian's just told me about you and Hannah. You bastard. I want you to know that I think you're a complete and utter bastard. And my one prayer is that one of these days you get what's coming to you. That is all I have to say to you. Having said that, I wish you all the very best of luck for the show, and I hope it goes really well for you. Come on, Raymond. Let's have the opening state, please. Come on.
My dear Lucy, my dear Polly, whatsoever hath passed between us is now at an end. If thou art fond of marrying again, the best advice I can give to you is to ship yourselves off to the West Indies, where you have a fair chance of getting a husband apiece, or by good luck 2 or 3, as you like best.
How can I support this side? There is nothing moves one so much as a great man in distress.
Would I might be hanged, and I would so to be hanged with you, my dear, with you.
Oh, leave me to thought. I fear, I doubt, I tremble, I droop
Captain, with a child apiece. See, here they come.
What? 4 wives more, 'tis too much. Tell the sheriff's officers, I'm ready.
Honest friend, I hope you don't intend that McKeith shall be really executed.
Certainly, sir. To make the piece perfect, I was for doing strict poetical justice. Make this to be hanged. And for the other personages of the drama, the audience must have supposed her either hanged or transported.
Why then, friend, this is downright deep tragedy. The catastrophe is manifestly wrong, for an opera must end happily. This we must do to comply with the taste of the town.
Your objection, sir, is just and is easily removed. For you must allow that in this kind of drama, 'tis no matter how absurdly things are brought about. So...
A reprieve! A reprieve for McKeith!
A reprieve!
So it seems. I'm not left to my choice, but must have a wife at last. Look ye, my dears, we'll have no controversies now. Let us give this day to mirth, and I'm sure she, who thinks herself my wife, will testify her joy by dance.
A dance?
Come, a dance! Thus I stand like a Turk with his doxies all around. From all sides their glances his passions come down. For black, brown, and fair he's in constancy burns, and the different beauties are to my turns.
Each calls forth her charms and provokes his desires, though willing to war with but one he retires. But think of this maxim and put off all sorrow. The wretched today may be happy tomorrow. Each calls forth her charms and provokes his desires, though willing to war with but one he retires. But think of this maxim and put off all sorrow. The wretched today may be happy tomorrow. Each calls forth her charms and provokes his desires, though willing to war with but one he retires. But think of this maxim and put off all sorrow. The wretched today may be happy tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for that wonderful, wonderful reception. There are a million people I ought to thank. There are a million people I'd like to thank. And there are a million people I'm afraid I'm not going to thank, at least by name. I'll be sitting here tomorrow morning. I will, if I may, restrict myself to saying this. Thank you, wonderful cast. Thank you, wonderful, wonderful.
But think of this maxim and put off